morning. The sun hasn't came up yet, and hopefully today we're gonna get the big one. So stay tuned. This morning the plan is to hunt along the fence line. We've been seeing a lot of big bucks in the trail cameras. If you're a business owner around the Houston area or a private owner that needs a metal building like the ones you see on screen, then you seriously need to consider A Metal Buildings LLC. We deliver a high quality service that's well above the industry average, while also staying well below the industry average price. The buildings we fabricate last a long time because there's a big difference in the beams that we use versus what our competitors use. The attention to detail in our work is well above the industry standard. Email us for your free quote or set up an appointment. The email is in the description. You can also choose to submit your project online to us. The architectural drawings are made exactly how you want and need. We get all the necessary paperwork and documents approved for you. The project manager will oversee the construction and will keep you up to date with the progress. I guarantee you'll love the service. Now that I got everything I need, I'm just about ready to head out, right before the sun comes up. After a 30-minute walk to start my day, I get to the stand location. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful day. So we came to this stand location today. We have the feeder over there. We literally got in the stand and we had to go scare off a cow. One cow. So the reason we came to this stand in the morning is because we didn't see the cows anywhere in the front of the property. Meaning that they were probably in the back of the property. I hadn't seen any deer yet, and here are two huge red wasps that are getting too close for comfort. After a few attempts, I managed to smack one. Just when I thought I was safe, here comes another one that came inside the deer blind.
Got him!
Finally, I see some movement, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my rifle and check it out. So that's what made all that noise, or was it? Here comes a doe, but right behind her, I see a pretty nice looking buck. I can't decide whether this is the buck that I want to take or not. It's early in the season, but this is brush country. The deer appear and disappear just like that, and if you didn't take the shot, they're gone. So I believe they're running again. So we're gonna see if something comes out, but unfortunately, we have our friends the cows over here. Get out, Eve. It's about 9 a.m. and as you probably guessed it, this is all we've been seeing. So we're about to pick everything up and head back to camp. Alright, so here's a quick tour of our RV camper. This is where we're going to be staying at for this hunting season. Alright, so now we're ready to head out to our afternoon location. But before we get there, we're going to go check our trail cameras. And we're going to show you some of the bucks that we're after this season. While we get there, check out this beautiful scenery that we have around the ranch. Just look at the size of these acorns. Wow, they are huge. The bucks are well fed here. Before I even get too close, I see a buck run off in the distance. Look, there goes another one right there. You gotta remember this is brush country, so as soon as you get close and they hear you, they're gone. So let's take a look at the pictures that have shown up this season. And I'll drop a link in the description for this mini 600 trail camera. It's pretty nice. Let's go check out the other trail camera. This is the Victure HC300. This one is also really nice. So I recommend all you guys pick up one of these, which is an adapter for your phone. And this one actually is adapting a micro SD card, but it has several other options. And what this allows you to do is to look at all your images on your phone. Here's all the images right here, and you can save them directly on your phone. Check it out. This is some of the bucks that we're after this season. Alright, so now we're getting to this stand location. This is pretty much right in the middle of the property. And usually the cows are here, so I'm not sure what to expect. Hopefully, they stay away. So this is not the safest tree stand, so don't try this at home. I'm pretty sure I see something out there by the tree line. So let me go ahead and check it out, see what it is. They're rutting right now, so I'm looking for that big buck behind this doe. But it turns out it was two does and they winded me. Alright, so now it's time for the afternoon hunt. And this time we made sure we parked and we left all the cows right here in the center. So we're gonna head out, we're gonna start walking, and hopefully this afternoon we'll see a nice big buck that we can harvest. Our new trail camera. Well, I guess you can call it trail camera. It's a security camera, Reolink. But we have a live feed. Definitely recommend this one. And we have notifications to our phone. As we were heading to install the camera, we thought we saw a buck. But it turns out it was just a doe, and it wasn't long before it took off running.
You know what would have been so cool? If our feeder was fucking cellular too. You just press it from here.
So there's our feeder, and we have our live view of the Reolink. And so there's our setup. We got the Reolink up there with the camo skin and the solar panel. Now we have it right next to our Victure game trail cam. We know this works really well. So we're going to compare the PIR sensors and see if it takes the same pictures and gives us the same notifications. Now I'm with my uncle and we're heading to a different part of the ranch. He has a deer blind by a travel corridor and it should be perfect now that it's the rut. Ahí tengo una cámara en el water. Lo voy a cambiar. So here is one of the lakes that we have in our ranch. It's stocked with huge fish. And here we have a trail camera checking out the scenery. Mira, ¿no es algo allá? Bueno, ahí me echas un grito por el teléfono. Ahí, nos vemos. Good luck. Now that I dropped my uncle off, I'm ready to head out to my stand. I got the 25-06 ready to go. And it wasn't long before I heard some movement in the brush. So I get down to cover to check it out. I see a pretty good looking buck right there, or maybe two. But I just can't seem to get the scope recorder to focus correctly. Once I get the picture right, I flip the safety off, and both the deer heard me and took off running before I could even decide whether one of them was a shooter or not. 10 minutes later, I hear a deer alarm sound, so I get ready to see if there's a big buck in the area. Turns out it was just a doe. Man, you gotta love brush country. It's really challenging and exciting. Here, nothing worth hunting comes easy. So this is the view from the inside. I got my phone charging with this solar battery pack. This is a little camera that you guys see facing me. And so this is the view. And here we have the SONY HANDYCAM. Just look at the size of those crows. They look like turkeys. I'm definitely coming back here for Thanksgiving. We have low of 51, and tomorrow, Saturday, low of 34. No. Go away. Shh. 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 Go away. Shh. Stupid cow. Every time. Straight for the feeder. Look at that. We have visitors. Unwanted visitors. I've already scared them away and they keep coming back. So, hunt pretty much ruined. Why are you guys always here?
Dije, es machito y saber qué pedo. Entonces ya saqué el S.
El primero del año.
Los del medio, la colegancia.
So, we scared the cow, and the cow scared the deer into his feeder. So, thanks cow, win-win. Now just don't come to the feeder in the afternoon. This is a pretty good looking buck right there. Ahí está, first one of the year.
El primero en el primer día.
Vámonos. El rancho a la chingada, ¿cómo se llama?
A la chingada ranch.
A la chingada ranch.
Me manda mi vieja muy seguido, la hago enojar y me dice que vete a la chingada y thank you. Thank you, honey, le digo.
Ahí
el
está.
Primero de many more to come. Saludos para el público presente, el no presente, el futuro y el ausente. Desde el rancho a la chingada ranch.
Good morning, everybody. It's 5 a.m. Let's make a quick breakfast and coffee, grab everything we need, and head to the stand. Still sleeping. There's camp back there. So we're heading out to our tree stand and we'll be there shortly. I haven't gotten around to putting the ladder, but this is a fun way to get up. This is an old stand. It's been here for 20 or 30 years, I don't know, way before we got the property. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our luxury stand. Unfortunately, the cows knocked over the feeder. That's the fence line over there. Behind that is miles and miles of dense, thick forest. We had to bring the machine out to cut all this section. And that's a travel corridor. We have scent bombs out there hanging by the trees. Here we have another nice view. This is a mature buck we're after this afternoon. We've spotted him all around our trail cameras, and he's been fighting with younger bucks like this one for the dominant buck position. That's the Reolink live view camera that we have over there. Just a couple miles over there we have our feeder. And here we can check it out while we're hunting at this location. It's not long before I hear movement in the brush. It's two does passing by, so I get ready in case the dominant buck is right behind them. After a quick close-up, I couldn't see anything else except the does, so I decided to do some calling. Not even a couple minutes passed by, and these two young bucks stepped out of the forest, but they were too small for what I'm looking for. This spike also stepped out of the brush to check out the scene. Well, it turns out it wasn't a spike, it was a yearling. So I just let him pass by. Towards the end of the afternoon, we got some rain, and it was getting dark, so I decided to call it a day. I was walking back to camp when I noticed something behind a tree. So I decided to get a closer look. Once I get behind cover, I take a closer look. And it's just a doe, so that'll be the end of the hunt for this weekend. Today my sister is joining us. Hopefully we see a big one.
Man versus woman. Who will survive? Well, where'd he go? Alright, fit check. The camo Crocs. Oh, boots. He had Crocs earlier. The camo pants. Camo backpack. Camo jacket. Camo hat. Take that. Fit check.
As soon as we get in the deer blind, we notice that we have a little friend here joining us for the hunt. We haven't seen any deer yet, but check this out. This is pretty creepy. In the open field in one spot, there's about 100 crows here. Just doing nothing. It's like the movie, The Gathering of Crows. That can't be a good sign, so we're going to another location. We have our speaker here playing our YouTube buck fighting video. We didn't see any deer, so we decided to leave. And on the way back, we ran into this little guy, who's lucky I don't have my air gun and I'm not hunting raccoons. I love the diversity in this ranch. Check this out. There's a turtle just chilling right here. I've never seen a turtle before this far from the water. They must be a land species turtle. Bye-bye. See you later. I think I see another one. There's another turtle right there. Where'd you go? Look, another one. Go back. Hurry up. Come on. Let's go, turtle. Hurry up. Can I get it right?
On the back.
That's it for this weekend, but we'll be back hopefully with better luck. Last day that we have to harvest the deer. What's going on, everybody? It's early in the morning. Sun hasn't come up yet, so we're heading out to the deer stand. It's all ice. We're at 20 degrees. Today we're hunting out of the Ameristep one-person gunner blind. This is not for a big person, so check out the size. That's a kid's chair for comparison. I'll drop a link in the description if you're interested in purchasing. This is one of the far corners of the ranch. To our right is a neighbor who has open pasturing cows. We have a tree line with forest for miles and miles back there, and a little bit of open space so that we can hunt. We have all our goodies ready to go. I also have these super handy hand warmers that every hunter needs if you're out there in the cold. They come apart and they're 2000 milliamps. They're super lightweight and I usually put them behind my phone. These charge with USB-C and they're the real deal. They get super hot. On super cold days like this, I never leave without my Craftsman heated jacket and also my USB heated beanie. These are both powered by a battery bank. They are lightweight and they get really hot. After using the combination of the Primos Estra's bleep call and the grunt call, I start to see some movement. But it turns out it's just a squirrel. Just a few minutes pass by, and out of the brush steps out this yearling buck. You can barely see its antlers. They're just starting to grow out. I think it smelled me because it's been standing still for about 10 minutes. And then, out of nowhere, I heard the sound that I wasn't expecting to hear. The deer alarm sound. At first, I thought it was two does behind me in a neighbor's property. But then I saw a third body, and I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't even keep the camera still. My hand was shaking from all the adrenaline. Wow. I just saw the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life. Too bad it was in the neighbor's property. And it smelled me. When I got here, the wind was blowing this way. And I think it shifted. I only saw two does. But when I got the camera closer, I saw the rack. Huge buck. Oh, man, that stings. I think the hunt's over. My heart is still pounding from that monster buck that I saw this morning. Wow. It's just luck like that sometimes. You know, I called them in with the grunt call and they winded me. Unfortunately, they caught me. They caught some of my scent and they took off running. That's all it takes sometimes. But that adrenaline rush, oh man, that's great. And so we're back at camp and we're gonna make some lunch and we're gonna start packing up because after the afternoon hunt, that's gonna be it. Alright, so we're heading back to our Ameristep gunner blind in hopes that the big buck will come back. We heard a shot and I knew it was inside the property. So I knew it was my dad, so I called him and he told me, yeah, he said, I saw a nice buck and I dropped him on the spot. So we're about to pick everything up and we're gonna go help him out. Oh yeah. Sí, por ahí se fue. Ahí va. ¿Y dónde le pegaste? ¿En el mero pecho?
Sí, por aquí sí.
Por el shoulder? Right here. Acá de estar. So the buck just took off running that way. I just saw him. I wasn't recording. So there it is. This is where the deer was laying. And it took off running that way. Sí, se paró y se fue corriendo para allá. Así que todavía está vivo. We let go, unfortunately. We were able to notice by the color of the blood that it was most likely a muscle shot, and that deer's probably gonna survive. So that's that. There you have it. This concludes this year's deer hunting episode.